Sure. My name is Arturo Galvan. I'm the founder and CEO of Naranja. Naranja is a company in the emerging markets, especially focused into Latin America today, based headquartered in Mexico, in Monterrey, Mexico. And we have been in business for 11 years, and our main focus is creating an ecosystem, a mobile ecosystem for content, commerce, connecting the different players, trying to take advantage of what this is becoming, what I like to call the digital tsunami coming into the emerging markets. Yeah, actually, I like to call it the digital tsunami because it's really hot. It is really big. Let me give you some numbers that can help you and all understand this opportunity. First of all, the region of Latin America is 600 million people. Penetration of mobile is above 100%. There are 700 million mobile phones in the marketplace. Smartphone penetration is now above 30%. But the most exciting thing is what's coming in the next 3 to 5 years, which is penetration of internet will grow from the 25% range, which is today in global, including non-mobile internet, to 85 to 100% internet penetration in the region. That's why I call it the digital tsunami. Can you imagine 300 million people going online for the first time ever in Latin America in just 3 years? The internet has been in business in Latin America or in the world for 20 years and only reached 25-30% penetration. So in 3 years, that will move to 100% thanks to the mobile phone, to the smartphone. So this is exciting for everything, for commerce, for the economy, social, educational, health. Any ecosystem can be taking advantage of this new opportunity. This has been the most exciting Mobile World Congress, I think, ever. It's 75,000 people. This is pretty crowded and exciting ambience. And Naranja is now in the process and is taking advantage of this event to build the different pieces that are required to have a healthy ecosystem. What we're doing is we're working hard with startup companies, especially startup companies, not just from the region, from anywhere in the world that wants to address the region. And so what we're doing is we announced a startup accelerator called Naranja Labs. Now it's open to the world. It used to be an accelerator that we founded last year, by the way, but it was only for LATAM companies. Now we just announced that this is a global accelerator specialized in mobile. So it's the first vertical accelerator in the world. And it's mobile, 100% mobile. So if you're a mobile startup in Israel or Ukraine, India, Mexico, whatever you are, you want to be accelerated in mobile, 100%. And if you're targeting Latin America as your market, then we are the way to go. The other thing that we announced is we just raised a fund, a VC fund, that will be fully dedicated to invest in startup companies that are filling the same space, which is mobile and emerging markets. So it's a complete solution of funding and accelerating and networking to help these startup companies to address the huge opportunity that the digital tsunami is bringing to the table. Go to the website, naranjalabs.co actually, and then we have a batches or generations. It's twice a year. Startup companies will sign in and go to a selection process. Our idea is to accelerate 24 companies per year, all mobile, all focused to LATAM or other emerging markets. And we invest about $40,000 in each one of those companies. They move to LATAM for 4 months. We provide them food and bed, and especially, again, mentorship and networking to help them address the opportunity. So yes, go to the website and sign in. Because innovation and disruption are two words that might mean the same thing for some, but not necessarily. Innovation is not necessarily disruption, or vice versa. So the discussion in the panel, which was a pretty exciting panel, we had people from Barclays, from a couple of telcos, from Red Bull, the media house of Red Bull, which, by the way, they call themselves a media company rather than a drink manufacturing company, and us. It was a nice panel because the discussion was, can a company that's not coming from the entrepreneurial space can become disruptive or at least innovative? And because we're talking Barclays, a huge bank that's been in business for 100 years and huge telcos, and so can they be innovative? Even us, which we have been in innovation for many years, but it's always difficult to sustain and maintain innovation spirit in any particular company. So how do you do it? And what I found out, because I didn't know, that most of these companies on the panel, and I think that's why they called us in, is because we all are doing similar things to bring innovation and innovative spirit to the company. What they all are doing and we are doing is, for instance, this Naranja Labs concept that we announced last year, this is not a separate entity. It's an internal entity. We have it physically in our offices. It's a working space that is right next to our employees. And so we have these employees sharing space and time with entrepreneurs from anywhere in the world. We have Russians and Israelis in our offices today. And so this is a change of ideas and entrepreneurial spirit between traditional employees and entrepreneurs. Is bringing this concept to the internal spirit of the company. So it happens that in all these companies that I mentioned, the Barclays, and they all doing similar things. So how to bring innovation? Sometimes the answer is bring innovative spirit into the company and be disruptive. Because for many, bringing outside people to your company or promoting entrepreneurship in your own employees, it's a sin. It's something that you shouldn't be doing. And that's very disruptive for many, but I think that's one of the ways, or maybe the only way, to really accomplish the huge challenge of being innovative in an extremely challenging marketplace, which is the one we're living in, which technology is confronting everything we do. I mean, the banks, there are many banks saying that if they not reinvent themselves, they will not be around in 10 years. And that's to name just one case. But the media companies and commerce in general, they all need to revisit their strategy. And the small startups from Mexico or Ukraine are challenging their business model today. So if you cannot go against them, I mean, join them. I think one of the things that is very exciting is in the exhibition floors, there are many country pavilions. Now there used to be one or two of those. 4 years ago, it was France and Germany, and now we have Morocco, Mexico, Belgium, Ukraine. I mean, many countries that are now showing to the market and to the world many startup companies that are now competing in the world, in a world that has no boundaries today. So you could be a little company from Morocco that can become the next Steve Jobs of the world. So I think that's exciting, because I think that the mobile technology is enabling entrepreneurship, and the barriers are at zero. So you can be anybody, anywhere. You can be black, white, yellow, brown, or whatever color you like, and you can be successful. and in the world, because the world is one's talent, one's value, one's disruption. And so this is very exciting. I spent many hours visiting those stands, startup by startup, and you find very exciting stories there, very exciting entrepreneurs, very exciting ideas. And if you add to that the announcements made during the show, very exciting from my perspective, because I'm coming from the emerging markets. The announcement by Mozilla, by Firefox, of their €25 phone, smartphone. So it's the first ever smartphone at the below $50 price range. So this is going to enable this tsunami I was telling you about. So this is what is exciting. I think that Mobile World Congress is more connected to the emerging markets than ever. And this is awesome, because I think there's a huge opportunity. 85% of the world lives in the emerging markets.